AI job interviews. Part 1. How algorithms are changing hiring. When you sit in a job interview, you usually think you're being judged as a person, your intelligence, your motivation, your potential. But what if the interviewer isn't human? What if you're not being evaluated as a person at all, but as a pattern? Today, in the first part of this 2-episode exploration, we're going to look at AI-conducted interviews, what they are, where they're used, and, most importantly, what they change for humans on the job market. What is an AI-conducted interview? An AI-conducted interview is when the software asks questions, records your answers, and evaluates you, partly or fully, using algorithms. There are 3 main forms you're likely to encounter. First, chatbot interviews. You interact with a conversational interface that asks structured questions. Are you available? Do you meet basic requirements? Can you describe a situation where you solved a problem? These are common in high-volume hiring, retail, logistics, fast food. Second, asynchronous video interviews. You record video answers to standardize questions. No human is present. Your responses are analyzed afterward. This format is widely used for graduate and early career roles. Third, hybrid interviews. Here, AI doesn't decide alone. It summarizes, scores, or ranks candidates, and a human recruiter makes the final decision. One important point, AI interviews are mostly used at the beginning of the hiring funnel, not at the final stage. What does this change for humans on the job market? Let's make this concrete by comparing 2 situations, traditional interview versus AI interview. In a traditional interview, you read the interviewer's reactions. You adjust your tone. Charisma, empathy, shared context matter. Silence can be productive. Informal rapport can help you recover from a weak answer. In an AI-conducted interview, no social and human feedback, no reassurance or reciprocity, no human forgiveness. The system only sees what you say, how you say it, and how consistently you say it. In short, you are not being evaluated as a person, but as a pattern. What this changes concretely for candidates? A. Context disappears. In a human interview, context saves you. If you hesitate, a human may think, they're reflecting. They're nervous but thoughtful. This is a sensitive topic. In an AI interview, hesitation is just time without data. A pause is not thinking, it is low signal density. Concrete consequence? If you don't verbalize your reasoning, it effectively doesn't exist. B. Implicit meaning stops working. With humans, you can imply competence through tone, experience through shared references, intelligence through understatement. With AI, implication fails. The system does not infer intent. It counts what is explicitly expressed. Concrete consequence? What you leave unsaid to sound modest or subtle may never be registered. C. Narrative style is penalized. Humans tolerate stories. They follow digressions. They appreciate nuance. AI prefers structure. Long narratives blur signal boundaries. Side details dilute relevance scores. Concrete consequence? A beautiful story may score worse than a plain, structured answer. D. Recovery moments vanish. In a human interview, you can correct yourself, clarify mid-sentence, read confusion, and adapt. In an AI interview, there is no feedback loop, no second chance to land the point. Concrete consequence? First impressions harden into permanent data points. E. Emotional alignment stops helping. Humans subconsciously align. Facial expressions, warmth, shared humor. AI does not bond. Your warmth may not be recognized as warmth. Your restraint may be misread as disengagement. Concrete consequence?
Relational intelligence matters less than behavioral consistency. F. Similarity matters more than uniqueness. Human interviewers can value originality, unconventional paths, atypical personalities. AI systems reward similarity to past successful patterns. Concrete consequence? Being different is riskier unless the system was trained to value that difference. What this means in one sentence: AI interviews don't punish you for being bad, they punish you for being unclear, implicit, or atypical. How humans can prepare better? Answer in clear structures: situation, action, result. Say things explicitly instead of implying them. Speak at a steady pace. Avoid multitasking or visual distractions. Treat silence as empty space, not thinking time. So this is the experience. But now comes the more uncomfortable question. How does the machine actually decide what counts as good? What is it really looking at? And what kind of human behavior does that logic quietly reward? That's what we'll explore in part 2.